and welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliet. I'm a Pearson Test of English tutor. In today's video, I just want to be talking about few mistakes you need to avoid if you're writing the Pearson Test of English. All right, so I'll be putting my face down from time to time because I got them written out here so I don't make a mistake. Now, the first mistake people make when they're trying to write the Pearson Test of English exam is that they underestimate the exam. Yeah, because it looks kind of easy. So when people want to write the exam, they're like, it's easy. Is it not speaking? Is it not writing? What's there? I'm a good writer. Is it not reading? I'll just read and pass. Is it not just listening? I'll listen to the audio and I'll pass. Now, this is one of the mistakes I've seen several students make. And after they've tried and they don't get their desired score, they come back and say, oh, Julia, please, can you help me? You know, I don't know what I'm not doing right. Some will say, I'm so fluent, I read so well, I don't know why I'm not passing. I just want you to know that the Pearson Test of English is different from every other English exam. This is because there are some tricks and strategies you need to apply, or you can apply, so that you pass, okay? And the thing about the Pearson Test of English, some of the tasks are interrelated in the sense that the speaking module can help boost your reading module, and it can also help boost your listening module. Also, the reading module can help boost your writing module. The listening module can also help boost your writing module, and also can even increase your score in your reading module. So if you do not know how these things work, the tasks that you need to focus on, the modules that you need to put in more effort on, you'll be making a mistake. Don't underestimate any of these English exams. They're not just trying to find out how well you speak or how good you are in speaking. There are little things they are looking out for, okay? And if you don't know them, you'll be failing. You'll be spending more money trying to write the exam, which is not good in my opinion. So don't underestimate the Pearson Test of English exam, because I've seen even the big ones, mighty giants, fail this exam. You just have to be guided. You have to know the things you need to do. You can prepare on your own. It's not like you can't prepare on your own. You can, after watching many videos on YouTube and every other channel, you can actually prepare on your own, and that way you can be able to ace this exam. Now, the second thing I've noticed that people do in this exam is that they do not click on the next button, especially in the speaking module. You know, the speaking module has 5 tasks: the read aloud, the repeat sentence, the describe image, the retell lecture, and answer short question. Okay, so once you finish the read aloud has about 6 or 7 questions. Every of the read aloud you do, you have to click on next. Do not just sit down there after reading and assume the computer will take you to next. Of course, the computer can take you to next, but you know, you'll be kind of losing scores if you do that. I know I'm right in what I'm saying. So immediately after you do the read aloud, any of them, click on next. I also remember that they give you 40 seconds to do any of this task. So once you finish reading any of those passages or any of those topics, just click next and click next, just like that. Then when you get to the repeat sentence, also click next. When you finish responding to the question, click next. When you get to describe image, also click next. Okay, do not spend time waiting for the computer to take you to the next task before you can see the next question. It's actually very dangerous. One of the mistakes I want to point out here too is people spend more than 3 seconds when they are trying to do most tasks in the PTE. For instance, the speaking module. Okay, forgive me that I'm talking about the speaking module, because I see that's where a lot of people make mistakes. Now, there is this 3 seconds rule in the PTE. That rule simply says that if you wait for more than 3 seconds when you're supposed to respond to a question, the PTE microphone closes up. That means that your voice won't be recorded even after you go ahead and do that task. So that means that once you're supposed to read, maybe in the read aloud, and you hear the beep, you can just wait for 1 second. Don't start reading immediately. Wait for 1 second in your mind, then you can start reading. Do not just stay there and wait for more than 3 seconds, because once you do, you'll be losing scores. Once the microphone closes, I mean, it's waste of effort, okay? I mean, no matter what you do, you won't be able to. The microphone can't record your voice for that particular task. So that means you won't be getting any score for that particular task. So remember the 3 seconds rule, especially in the speaking module. Do not waste time. Do not waste more than 3 seconds trying to put yourself together when you're supposed to actually just begin to speak. Okay, now another important mistake people make here that I need to talk about is spending too much time on some tasks. I understand that the PTE reading is a bit tricky, and for most people that's the most difficult module they need to do. So you know what they do? They spend more time on some tasks in the PTE reading and also in the PTE listening. They spend more time trying to figure out the answers of those tasks, thereby wasting time. Remember that for the PTE reading especially, you have between 28 to 30 minutes to finish up that task. Now, for the PTE speaking and the PTE writing, those are the first session of the exam. Okay, so the computer takes you to the next task, even if you fail to hit the next button. The computer takes you to the next task. But once you come to the PTE reading, the computer doesn't take you to the next task. That means that if you have a task like the reading and writing fill in the blanks, and you're spending so much time in one question, the computer is going to allow you. There's no time. The computer doesn't have like 5 minutes for this particular task or 10 minutes for this particular task. Once you spend all the time trying to figure out the answers in the drop down button, or maybe the drag and drop, or maybe even the reorder paragraphs, once you spend that time, that you might not be able to finish the reading module. And guess what? Once you exhaust that 28 minutes or 30 minutes, the computer takes you to the listening module. And you know, there's already panic. There's already this panic that you'll be noticing because you didn't finish the reading module. So you're coming to the listening module panicking already. So I would say limit the time you spend on some tasks in the reading module, especially tasks like the reading and writing fill in the blank. This is where practice comes in. While you're practicing for the exam, try to know how many minutes you should spend on each task. You know, I would say don't spend more than 3 minutes on each task, but I would even say spend like 2.5 minutes or maximum 3 minutes, especially on reading and writing fill in the blanks, because this task will add more scores to your PTE reading score. Okay, it will add more. So that doesn't mean you should spend all the time trying to get the answer to those tasks. Okay, so allot 3 minutes for each question. Remember, you have 5 to 6 of the reading and writing fill in the blanks, then 4 to 5 of the reading fill in the blanks. So let's say you spend 3 minutes on 5 questions, that is 15 minutes. Then you spend 3 minutes on 4 questions, and that is 12 minutes. 15 plus 12 is already 27. Okay, which is not even good. Okay, it might make you not to finish the reorder paragraph. If you're looking for 79, the other paragraph is important to boost your score so that you can get 79. But if you're looking for 65, you can just get pairs in the reorder paragraph. You know, you must not get the sentences in the right order, but if you can get pairs, you'll be able to get some marks. Then the multiple choice questions, you don't really need to spend more time there. So let's say maximum time you can spend in each of the reading questions, especially the reading and writing fill in the blanks and the reading fill in the blanks, will be like 2.5 minutes. That way you'll be able to finish and click on the next button. If you're lucky, they give you easier questions in the reading and writing fill in the blanks. I mean, good on you. It means that you will finish up that task early enough and then try to do the other task. Okay, so these are very important mistakes I want to point out here. I've seen them occur over and over again. I've seen people struggle to get their scores, and they don't know that these are loose ends they need to tie up. Okay, they don't know that they can actually help themselves to get this score. Please take these points, these mistakes seriously. They are points I took my time to think through and come up with the solution to them. So I did not just list the mistakes, I also talked about the solution to these mistakes. Now, I'll see you in my next video. If you're new here, remember to click on the subscribe button and join this family, join my community. I put out good educational videos, especially if you want to pass your Pearson test of English. And remember to hit on the like button. You can find me on Instagram at English_prep_class and on Facebook at English Prep Class. Leave your comments and I will respond to you. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.